Hey everyone, it's Jet. Just want to go over an event that is happening on Reset today or tomorrow called the Turbulent Timeways Event. Now this begins at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, September 26, 2023. Now with this event, there is also a new achievement called the Masters of Turbulent Timeways. And the objective of this is to gain mastery of time waves for 5 weeks during the Turbulent Timeways event. Now that's kind of a tongue twister. Now when you complete that, you'll get a mount called the Sandy Shale Wing, and it looks like this. Now a lot of people don't care too much for what this thing looks like, and I have to agree, but it's a free mount, and if we're gonna do this event anyways, I'm not gonna complain about a free mount, right? So with this event, you can really power level your alts because the experience bonuses you'll get will be pretty insane. Now, how this event works is every week, as you can see right here on this schedule, that was posted on Wowhead by Kismet, so thank you, Kismet. A time walking event will take place each week for 5 weeks. Now, you don't have to be a level 60 to do these like you normally do with time walking dungeons. As you can see, you could be as low as a level 30. Now, after you complete a time walking dungeon, you will get an item, and it's called the Distilled Knowledge of Time Waves. Now, each time you use one of these, you will get a 5% experience buff, but if you use 4 of them, it will come out to 30%. So they just skip right over 20 to 30. Which is pretty cool. Now this item can be sent to your alts you want to level on, and once you collect 4 of these, you'll get the Mastery of Time Wave buff, which grants you that 30% experience buff like I was talking about, but it'll also knock out 1 week towards your Mastery of Time Waves achievement to get the mount. So, and this buff lasts 3 hours. It'll last 3 hours, but it refreshes every time you complete another time walking dungeon. So I just want to be clear on that. Now, not only that, but if you're leveling in a Dreamsurge Zone, you will get the permanent Dreaming Winds buff, which gives you 25% extra experience. Now, while in a Dreamsurge Zone, which can be located, on your map. This week it's down here in the Azor span, and they're always marked on a map by a little icon like this. Now, if they do one in Thaldraszus, that's probably where it'll be when this event starts. But if not, then it'll probably be in the Waking Shores again. But every time you're in one of these Dreamsurge zones, every 30 minutes, you can vote on another buff. Now, one of these options can be a Dreamsurge learning buff. Now, this will grant you another 50% on top. So with this buff, and then you get the distilled buff here, and you get the Dreaming Winds permanent buff, that adds up to 105% experience buff that you can get. Now, that is pretty crazy, you know what I'm saying? Now, that is a lot, but that's not all. Because you know what's even crazy about that? Not only can you get a maximum of 105, but a minimum guaranteed of 55% buff is, if you look at the calendar here, on Sunday, the Darkmoon Faire begins. Now, with the Darkmoon Faire beginning, you can also get another 10% buff on top of that, with the Wii buff, or using a Darkmoon Top Hat. So it comes out to 115% extra bonus that you can get. So if you need to level some alts or want to level a new class, these next 5 weeks are the time to do it. On closing, with the Cataclysm Timewalking event being the first one to start this whole mini event off, you can get the Phoenix Wishwing Pet as that event. The Cataclysm Timewalking needs to be active in order to get that pet. So it's required. So if you want to go get that pet, which can be sold on the auction house and can be obtained by as many alts as you want to complete it on, you can watch that video right there if you don't know how to do it, and I'll put a link in the description below. So good luck with your level in alts, and I hope you enjoy this mini event.